Hello everyone, Simon here. Welcome back to Diablo 4. We are searching for Nyrel in the Horadric Vault. So we are near the end of the base game. I do have the expansion.
What I saw. She had horns like a beast, strode right past where you stand.
What? What can I hear?
Path of scales. This is what I saw in the reflections. We're close.
This is so lame. Alright, so we're remembering what she said. I think Mephisto has turned her already.
You from this, Mother. I promise. I can learn how to.
Oh, she's trying to turn her mother into Mephisto.
You're going to leave me, aren't you? You find a place where I can be taken care of.
The game's trying real hard to make us care about her. Like, really forcing it. We're really trying to shove this down our throats. Oh no, you just feel bad about what's about to happen.
Not what I expected. But let's not give up hope.
She's gonna turn into Mephisto. Oh no.
I thought you'd know me better by now. I am my mother's daughter. Where there's a lead, there's a way. And I'll follow it to the end.
So incredibly bad, the story.
No sign of her. But that letter wasn't here before. She must have left it.
The parchment is covered in Horadric runes beyond your comprehension. Oh, and then I have to find Lorath. I walked all the way here to pick up a letter. It's a bad story. Right? Like, the characters do completely incomprehensible and unrealistic things. Just for the sake of a story.
One set of footsteps.
Lorath?
I spent a lot of time learning this code. So I hope you remember how to read it, Lorath. Because you are the last Horadrim now. My mother would have wanted me to stay with you. She believed the Horadrim had all the answers. I don't know if she'd recognize this person I'm becoming.
So stupid. So stupid. Incredibly stupid.
It's hard for me to think about her right now. But then I remember you and Donan. You weren't all-knowing Horadrim.
They know more than you, dumbass.
You were bitter. You were uncertain.
And you were reckless
But
and ignorant.
you were always true friends.
No, they weren't. A friend would not become Mephisto.
That's what I hold on to. Because there is so much further to go.
This doesn't actually make any sense. Like, why did she bring Mephisto
Your
to Sanctuary?
imperfection gave me hope. And we will need it to face what comes next.
If you didn't bring Mephisto here, we wouldn't have to face
him
anything.
And his brothers.
Oh my god, this is so bad! It's so incredibly bad. We don't have to face anything, except you made it happen.
I don't know how much time I have. But there has to be a better answer. And I have to find it. Alone.
Incredibly stupid. Oh, I can't believe how
you
stupid
want
this
to
is.
go with me.
Nobody wants
But people
anything.
have already died because I was not careful enough. I can't risk you too.
Oh my god, so stupid. Alright, I'm gonna have to hunt her down and kill her.
If I've misjudged, the world is going to need you to survive. And clean up the mistakes I leave behind.
This is so bad. It's so incredibly bad. I can't believe how bad the story is.
I know you don't want to hear this. But you don't get to quit. Not again.
Everything would have been better if she died earlier. Unbelievable. Can you believe they made a character? Somebody thought it was a good idea to write a character where everything would be better if she was dead. And this is like one of the main characters. It's an awful story.
Wish me well, Lorath. Because if everything works out as I am hoping, we will never see each other again.
Shut the fuck up. Alright, I'm gonna hunt her down and kill her. I mean, obviously she's wrong. We can already tell, right? Everybody can tell, obviously she's gonna fail. She's gonna bring Mephisto back.
Boy, young one, are you alright? Nerel? Oh, you're not well. Please, please, my child, let me help you.
Stay away from me! Nayrel! Is that how I raised you?
No, Mother. But I must carry this burden alone. I must get to Akarat's tomb.
But look at you. You're killing yourself.
I don't know how much longer I can...
That's not your mother.
I'm here, little magpie.
I missed you so much.
I'm so proud of you. But now, I need you to give up.
No. Of course it's you! You monster! Let go of me!
Let go. No. You made a choice. And I warned you, little magpie. There would be consequences.
Control the stone!
The stone. You control nothing.
Yes! Yeah, destroy her already. She deserves to die. She
Maybe
deserves to
you're right.
die in the most horrible way.
Maybe I could use some help.
Oh look, you killed him. Look at that. He died because of you. Look at that. Well done. Alright, and then we go into the expansion. Okay, before we go... Completed epilogue from the womb spilled. Before we go on to the expansion. The story... It feels like, it sounds like, it plays like something that was written by a complete amateur. Like maybe like a high school student who's never really studied literature. That's what it feels like. Now, it might not be, because look, it takes a lot of people to make a video game. It's possible that the storyteller is very intelligent and very experienced and very skilled, and it's just that the rest of the team didn't listen to them. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens, you have a big team, and everybody's supposed to contribute, but then, you know, maybe like the artists and the programmers and the level designers just didn't respect the storyteller. They're like, oh, we're making the game, you're just writing fairy tales. That can happen, you know, politics, things happen in a big group, you never know. So I don't want to say, oh, the storyteller is bad. Maybe they're not, maybe they're really good. But whatever happened, either they're bad or the circumstances were that they were unable to do their job properly. And the story really, really sounds like it's written by a complete amateur who has no understanding of literature. Like if you take somebody who's never studied literature, they would write a story like this. And what do I mean by that? Like if you study literature, there are so many great stories from throughout human history. And if you study enough of them, you realize there are certain themes, right? There's the hero myth, that's a great one. And then there's, like, you know, stories about love, stories about loss, stories about guilt, stories about madness, right? Like, you know, like crime stories, hero stories. You know, like there are certain like archetypes, and there are like certain common themes, like universal human experiences, like growing up. Growing up, a great one. A lot of stories are about, you know, a child growing up and learning to become independent, learning to take responsibility. And a lot of video games are about growing up because video games are targeted at young people, right? So a lot of children's stories are about growing up. So like if you understand stories, you are familiar with these themes, these archetypes. Whereas when we play this game, we don't see any exploration of any of those things. For example, Lilith and Inarius are mother and father, right? Mother and father, you have this family theme, but it's a dysfunctional family. So you could have a family, you could have a story about an abusive family, where the mother and father are not treating the children properly, and then the children learning to kind of fend for themselves, and then eventually rebelling against the parents. That is what you expect this story to be, right? Eventually humanity learns to stand up for themselves, to break free from Lilith and Inarius and become independent. That's what the story is supposed to be. You can tell that's what it's supposed to be. But all the themes about growing up and learning and then making mistakes, and then like first you start off following what your parents tell you, and then you start questioning what your parents tell you, and then you decide to go off on your own to do your own thing, to try and do better than your parents. But then when you do that, you stumble, you fall, you learn from your mistakes, and then you come back with greater understanding. And now you can understand your parents, like you know why your parents do the things they do. Even though they're wrong, you understand them and then you forgive them, but then you do better than them and your parents recognize that you've grown up and then they see the role, the leadership to you because they realize that you've grown up now and you're better. So like that story, that's the story. I just said that out of the top of my head. I just told you what that story is of the abusive family and the child growing up and learning to do better. But as you play through this game, we didn't do any of that. We didn't do any of that. We didn't, like, really see why Lilith was wrong or why Inarius was wrong. We knew that they were wrong. They obviously were doing wrong things. But why were they wrong? And when they fail, why do they fail? And then what do we do differently? And then why did we succeed? Like, there's a mirroring, right? So, like, the mother does one thing, and we do a slightly different thing, and then she is wrong, but we are right. And then when you compare the two things, you can see like why I'm right and why she's wrong. Like that kind of really, like, very clear messaging is missing from this whole story. We didn't do that. We never like confronted the mother. We never had like the philosophical debate. Even like in the video where she tries to like trick us into in the end tries to convince us to help her. We didn't really have a debate with her. We didn't kind of explain to her why her approach is wrong, and then she didn't try to like counter argue, and like there's no back and forth. And eventually, like, she never accepts that she's wrong, and we just kill her. Like, she never recognizes that she was wrong, and we never convince her that we are right, and we just kill her. And so it's just so unsatisfying. You know what I mean? Like, this is not a proper story. There's no story here. It's just things happen. The art of storytelling is completely missing. Unbelievable. And I guess I should say about other things too. So the environments look great, the art looks great, the gameplay is alright, and the story is atrocious. And so like Diablo, Blizzard as a game studio has become a shadow of its former self. Like this game feels like a copy of a Diablo game. It's like a Diablo clone made by a competent development team, but they're competent, but they're not brilliant. You know what I mean? They're like missing that special something that makes really great games. It's like a competent but still kind of mid Diablo clone is what this game is like. And the story is especially bad. The characters do things that don't make any sense. Okay, let's keep going. There's still the expansion, right? I don't think the expansion is any better, I think it's even worse. Old Nev? I'm looking for Laura, did he leave?
Ah, yes, those Haradrim. Always coming and going, coming and going. Young Master Dornan, he was always the same. Spirits guide his soul. Young Laura, he said he had a message for the Wanderer. That you, eh? Wanderer? Let me see. He said... Oh, what was it again? Wait, I remember. He said something about work to be done, and that you must gain your strength. Yes, that's right. And that the Tree of Whispers could prove a valuable ally. Even I have heard of this tree. Young Lorath, he knows best, eh?
Alright, I guess we're going back. Well, we're not quite done though. That was the expansion. The game still wants me to go to investigate the activity at the Cathedral of Light. So we might not be done with this yet. Oh, the Helltide. So that's an in-game event. Let's see what's going on at the Cathedral of Light. I did kill some of their people not long ago. I wonder if they know I did that.
Wreathed in fire, purged in ash. Expose thy sin, receive thy lash.
Ah yeah, blood magic.
Keep the Knight Penitent bodies outside the city.
No sense in causing a panic. The people will
Oh.
come to accept it once they see it is already done.
Oh yeah, so the night penitents don't work anymore, right? Without
He
Inarius...
survives in the light of holy cleansing fire. Let the cries of burning sinners fall on deaf ears. The only guidance, the only truth we faithful need is that of our Father Inarius.
Oh yeah? So without Inarius, I think the night penitents stopped working. They're still doing blood magic,
burned
right?
him. He offered himself up, and those damn knights burned him.
Yeah, blood magic. Are you alright? What happened?
Leave her be. She suffered enough already. I will tell you what you wish to know. It started last night with the tolling of the bells.
Behold, the Reverend Mother Prova and the Burn Knight Yorivar, sole survivors of the battle at Hell's Gate.
Today we gather to witness the dawn of a new age. One made possible by the courage and sacrifice of our father Inarius. Yuravar and I have returned from the depths of hell, bearing his message along with the scars of our trials, to show that our devotion has not wavered.
In hell, I was cleansed by battle and flame. Doubt and wickedness were burned away. But in the end, I was preserved. May all who serve the light do the same. This man is a mercenary, sworn to the service of the murderer, Lorath. He tried to hide the Horadrim girl, Neyrel, from our judgment. A girl who threatens us all by carrying a fragment of the very same evil I battled in hell.
I mean, they're not wrong. They're not
Do
wrong.
you agree to repent of your sins and walk with us in the light?
I do. Bless you, Reverend Mother. Thank you. In the name of the Holy Father, I swear it.
Release him.
With all due respect, Reverend Mother, Father Inarius' mercy was great, but did he not also preach justice? Where then was the mercy for Yosef when Lorath slaughtered him?
Yurivar.
What does it say about the cathedral if we allow such sins to go unpunished? Neither Lorath or the girl have been found. We have gained nothing. So tell me, is he owed mercy? Or is it justice?
Justice! Justice!
Yeah, justice. Yeah.
No, please! I told you everything! I repented!
Yeah, justice. Yeah. The warmth of justice.
See, his sins were too great, too deep, and his faith was not strong enough to preserve him. Evil will no longer be tolerated in Sanctuary, and we will show the heavens that we are worthy.
I don't think the heavens are impressed.
I'll not have the faithful of Inarius shedding tears for a sinner. I won't say it twice. Where's your decency? Clear off! And you, you're Prava's abandoned lapdog. Is that right?
If you want to call me that, sure. I answer only to myself.
What a dismal, faithless existence. That's the problem with you and Horadrim. Such thinking always leads to hubris, and hubris leads to failure.
Oh yeah?
Lorath's no stranger to it. Buried his own brother. Chased away the little one, that brat, Neyrel. Only comfort left for him is at the bottom of a bottle. Tread carefully, Wanderer. Judgment hungers for you both. And outside the city walls, not even our Reverend Mother will be able to stay its hand.
You seem to know a lot about hubris.
That sick bastard has probably already sent his zealots after Lorath. The old man better still be alive.
Well, let me take a break here. There's still like, I think this is the epilogue. Let me take a break here. When we come back, we continue playing through these quests. I mean, the temple is the cathedral is no different from it was before, right? They were killing people before and they're killing people now. The cremated remains of the burned knight's victims scattered and mixed with irreverence. Alright, see you next time.